there. Today we shall be evaluating the genuinity of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Chicago State University certificate. The Chicago State University has confirmed that President Bola Tinubu's certificate is authentic and that he graduated from the institution. The university said it found the diploma matching the certificate Tinubu presented to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) after a diligent search of its archives. The university also said it does not keep copies of student diplomas and after diligent search cannot locate a copy of the original diploma it prepared for Mr. Tinubu in 1979. Tinubu had pleaded with a U.S. court to order CSU to protect its privileged information such as admission records, transcripts and gender, and release only his certificate to the legal team of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Atiku had approached the court to compel the university to release Tinubu's record, arguing that it would boost his seat challenging the president's election in the February 2023 presidential poll. However, the court ordered the CSU to release the academic records of Tinubu. The full academic records of Tinubu has now been released with a lot of discrepancies such as birthday mismatch, gender error, and some unanswered questions by the Chicago State University. The allegation of forgery was one of those dismissed by the Presidential Election Court in the suit Atiku filed to challenge the election of Tinubu. Despite the court's ruling, Atiku continued his case at the U.S. court, hoping to get official documents to back his claim and possibly include them in his appeal at the Supreme Court. Through his lawyer, Atiku cites these key things: an example of a CSU diploma issued in 1979, Tinubu's diploma issued in 1979, example of a CSU diploma that contains the same fonts, seal, signatures, and wording as Tinubu's diploma issued in June 1979, and CSU documents certified and produced by Jama Orr, an associate general counsel at CSU at the time. Tinubu had done all within his power not to have the record released, saying they would have caused him severe harm because they were private to him, but a United States District Court in Northern Illinois ordered CSU to release the academic records. No sooner had CSU released the records than the social media literally caught fire as supporters of the two top politicians took time to share materials that they considered favorable to them. However, a deeper analysis of the documents pointed out some issues. Diploma issue. A careful look at the documents showed that the certificate which Tinubu submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is different from the certificate CSU issued in 1979. Tinubu, who had previously claimed to have lost his original certificate, presented a replacement of his CSU diploma to INEC. Sample of diploma issued in 1979 by the university, which is slightly different from the replacement it says it issued to Tinubu 18 years later. Sample of diploma issued in 2023 with a new crest. Gender error. A copy of his Southwest College transcripts with which he gained admission into CSU identified him as female. There were errors on the date and social security number. Also, the space for birthday was left blank in the Southwest College transcripts Tinubu submitted to CSU. However, some possible explanations are: it was a clerical error by the university or the issuing authority. This could happen if the person who filled out the certificate mistakenly marked the wrong gender box or typed the wrong letter. This could also happen if the certificate was tampered with or altered by someone else after it was issued. It was a deliberate attempt by Tinubu or someone else to conceal his identity or mislead the public. This could happen if Tinubu wanted to avoid scrutiny or criticism for his academic qualifications or political ambitions. This could also happen if someone else wanted to discredit or sabotage Tinubu's reputation or credibility. It was a result of a legal or personal change of gender by Tinubu or someone else. This could happen if Tinubu or someone else underwent a gender transition or reassignment surgery and changed their legal documents accordingly. This could also happen if Tinubu or someone else identified as a different gender than their biological sex and preferred to use that gender on their certificates. These are some of the possible scenarios that could explain the gender discrepancy on Tinubu's certificates. However, none of them have been confirmed or verified by any official source or evidence. Therefore, the true reason behind the discrepancy remains unknown and speculative. Gaps in college certificates. Tinubu, who applied to Southwest College for an associate degree in 1975, claimed to have attended Government College, Lagos, and presented a 1970 GCE A-level results, whereas Government College, Lagos was established in 1974 by the then administration of Brigadier General Mobolaji Johnson. Birthday mismatch. In his documents to INEC, Tinubu said he was born on March 29, year 1952. This is his known date of birth, at least from the yearly colloquium he organized consistently until he got elected into the highest office in the land. However, in the record released by CSU, Tinubu was said to have been born on March 29, 1954. A clear gap of 2 years. What will happen to President Tinubu with all the Chicago State University certificate issue? The Chicago State University certificate issue is a serious matter that could have legal and political consequences for President Tinubu. Some of the possible outcomes are: Tinubu could face a trial for alleged certificate forgery, which is punishable by up to 10 years in prison. A lawyer has filed a suit against Tinubu, seeking his prosecution for presenting a forged CSU certificate to INEC. The lawyer alleged that Tinubu's certificate was inconsistent with the certificate CSU issued in 1979 and subsequently. Tinubu could lose his presidential election appeal at the Supreme Court if the court finds that he was not qualified to contest the February 2023 poll. The PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar has challenged Tinubu's election, arguing that his CSU certificate was fake and that it did not meet the constitutional requirements of a minimum of a school certificate. Tinubu could face more public backlash and loss of credibility, as he is currently facing it already. If his CSU certificate is proven to be fake or tampered with, this could damage his reputation and political career, as well as erode his support base and influence. Tinubu could also face criticism for concealing his privileged information, such as admission records, transcripts, and gender from the public and the courts. These are some of the possible scenarios that could happen to President Tinubu with the CSU certificate issue. However, none of them have been confirmed or verified by any official source or evidence. Therefore, the actual outcome of the issue remains uncertain and speculative.
Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Kindly click on subscribe to get more trending topics.